up here. There she is. Good girl. You're about to watch two series of videos that have to do with puppy agility. It's puppy foundation, and this is what we teach here at Martini's Ranch in the puppy agility classes, and it's prerequisite before the puppies can move on to actual foundation work. You'll see that a lot of the things that are in the puppy foundation do repeat themselves in the foundation class, but what it is, it's supposed to concentrate on helping our puppies learn how to work with us while still having fun. So she's going to be learning all the basic moves and skills in order to move on to Foundation 1. This is the series of two videos that you'll see here on YouTube.
I have several
good luck and have fun.
toys for her to play with. I have lots of treats, treats that go in pockets and treats that can be thrown. I have a variety of those, and I have my clicker. So I'm ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and go get her, and we're going to go through the stations of the things that she knows. Now this video is going to be representing what it is that we should have in place before we actually start agility training. So, and as I go along, I'll tell you if I feel comfortable that she's mastered this or if this is something we need to work on more before we move on. At 7 months old, she should not be doing a lot of agility. She's still not full grown. Her growth plates are not closed. So I don't want to rush into it, but I can at least get a feel for where we're at and make sure we have a good solid foundation on her before we start actually trying to put together jumps or sequencing or any of those things. Good girl. All right, so the first thing that's important in agility is to have a dog that has toy play. She's like, oh my gosh, that one's a yucky one. There you go. And she should be able to tug on anything that I present her. And so this is a yucky toy. This is one of Seven's toys. And it's wet, it's yucky, it's a rope, and it has fur that's really matted and yucky. This is not her favorite toy, but she'll do it because I'm asking her to do it. Out. Good girl. Now there has to be some things in place in order for toy play to work. And the first thing is that they should be able to grip, grip when you ask them and let go when you ask them. I'm going to turn her to the side so you can see. Ready? Get it. Yay. Get that thing. Oh, you get that thing. Get that thing. Yay, yay, yay. All right. Out. Good girl. Okay. Yay. That a girl. That a girl. The other thing is that they must bring it to you. It's no good to have a toy if they won't bring it to you. So I'm going to let her have this. I'm going to let her have it. Let her play with it. Bring me. Zelda, bring me. She should bring it all the way up. Good girl. That was awesome. That was awesome. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Good girl. Toy play is very important, but there must be rules in place in order to make it work. Ready? Out. Good. Okay. Yes, good girl. Okay, so now we're going to work. Good girl. This is actually a shaping game, but it also teaches collection because she's going to actually get going pretty fast. Okay. Good girl. One of the problems that dogs have is that rear end ends up popping up behind them, throwing out. And we want her to be able to collect up and get in these boxes pretty easily. Good girl. Good girl. Excellent job. Good girl. Okay. Okay. Good girl. Yay. Very good girl. Okay, in between the exercises, I actually do let her do things that are very easy, like hand touches. Yay. Good girl. Yay. Good girl. And also, one of the more important things that they have to learn is how to line up to your body. Excellent job. I don't care that she sits. I just want to make sure she's going the same direction as me. Okay. Line up. Line up. So the next thing that we're going to work on is getting up on the boxes. This is an all-four paw exercise, whereas later you're going to see that we're only going to get 2 paws. Get my clicker out. Okay. Good. And you should be able to get them to turn around on this box, following you. And they should be able to keep all those feet on. Okay. Good girl. They should never turn away from you in these exercises. They should always be looking at you. And we can even get her to line up on the box. Good girl, up we go. Excellent. Line up. Yay, good girl. As we go down, things start to move. She knows to get all 4 paws on that. What I'll do is I'll just make sure she rocks back and forth shifting her weight. She needs to stay relaxed as she does it. If she's stiff while she does this, then she's going to fall. So we want to make sure that she learns that she has to relax to make this happen. That's a tough one, huh? Yay, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Good. This one we want to make it rock back and forth. Good. She should stay relaxed as she moves. Okay, you can see that she's starting to get hot. She's panting, so we don't want to push too hard on this. Okay, so for the wobble board, there's two things that we're looking for. Number one, that she can shift the weight. Oh, yay, good girl. She can shift the weight of the board back and forth. Some dogs will actually go to, see, good girl. We'll go, we'll do it on their own. I didn't train her to do that. I'm just training her to move while she's searching for her cookie. Okay. Once they're good at this, the next thing to do is to actually have them bounce up and down, and they should relax while you do it. So she should not be panicking because I'm doing this, and I should be able to move her from side to side. Good girl. And she should be relaxed. Her joints should be relaxed as she does this. She shouldn't be struggling to keep her balance. Good girl. Good girl. This is prerequisite for the teeter. They absolutely have to be able to do this. Alright, so the next couple of games are stationary games, and I don't want her out in the sun for these. These are not highly motivating games, but I want to keep her cool and I want to keep her happy. And take her leash so she doesn't get tangled. And this is going to be the name game. Alright, so first things first. Actually, I don't want a too high value cookie. Are you ready? I have 3 cookies in my hand. I've got one I'm going to throw, one that's high value for coming, and the other one is just one to kind of get her in the game. Okay, we're going to let her go down, and we're going to say, Z! Good girl. Actually, she's backing up, so I have to be careful. Z! Yay. Very good. She's focused, so I'm just going to feed her. That's duration, and we do reward for duration. See if I can get her. See? Good girl. All I'm doing is trying to get her to look at me on her name. See? Good girl. So what I'm doing is I'm using a distraction, and you can actually do what we call a distraction cookie for this. See? Yay, good girl. Excellent job. Okay, so this is the recall. On a very basic level. I'm going to throw a cookie, and it doesn't matter, I'm going to let her meander out there for that. As soon as I see that she's done crunching, I'm going to call her name. Z! Yes, good girl. She gets a very high value reward for coming back in. She's getting a marinated chicken. Oh, yes. Her cookie that she's going out for is just a dry kibble. Z! Yes, good girl. Excellent job. We don't want to take the meandering cum, so be very careful. See? Oops. Good girl. My fault. She was still chewing. She did look, but I called too soon. See? Yes, good girl. Very good. Excellent job. Yes, good girl. Very good. So that's the beginning of our recall. Very good girl. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is back up. Now, there's several ways you can do this, but Zelda has an automatic backup, and you can train this lots of ways. I actually did shape this. Back, 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 back. Good girl. And I'm trying to get her to go as far out as I can get her. Yes, good girl. Back, 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 back. Good girl. And I throw the cookie to her because I don't want her to come back to me on the back for good girl. For a reward. Ready? Back. Back, 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 back. Ooh, almost run into the pole. Good girl. Touch. Yay, good girl. Back. Ready. Ooh, back. Back, 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 back. Good girl. Excellent. Hind end awareness is key, especially for like in the weeples. Ready? Touch. Good. Back. Back, 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 back. Good girl. Excellent job.